As cooler weather approaches, it's time to gear up with Red Wing shoes. Hi, Teresa here from the Fargo Red Wing Shoe Store. Keep your feet warm, dry, and comfortable this season with our premium selection of work boots designed for the toughest conditions. Whether you're working outdoors or enjoying an adventure, Red Wing Shoes has you covered with durable insulated footwear. 3003 Main Avenue in Fargo, Red Wing Shoes for ultimate durability.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. It is November 26th, post-first snow day.
Yes.
Lots to talk about with roads, with snow, and the next round of snow to come as well.
It's already on my radar.
Already. All right. Of course, we're live on Facebook every weekday morning right around this time. Love it when you join us live. But remember, it stays on your feed throughout the day, so you can watch it whenever it works best for you.
All right, the big breaking news as of a little while ago, I-29 is now back open in North Dakota. It was closed overnight from Fargo to the South Dakota border down into South Dakota all the way to Watertown. That is now back open. Part of southeastern North Dakota, though, does remain under a travel advisory this morning, a no travel advisory specifically. And just because the interstate's back open doesn't mean you should be probably driving on it.
Yeah, it doesn't mean just go for it.
Yeah, go fast.
It's really icy out there. We had the melting on impact, then we dropped our temperatures, we compacted snow, fell below freezing, added new snow on top of that, and wind gusts between 40 to 50 miles an hour yesterday, and it made for just a mess. Now, Northern Valley is thinking, what? Nothing happened up there. They're still waiting for their first snow in Pembina. I heard from a viewer, and they're like, we haven't seen any snowflakes yet. And you'd think far north, you'd kind of be in line first, but that's not always the case. So your roads are much better, perfectly seasonal, Northern Valley into northern Minnesota, and then it all gets worse as you're traveling to the south. I think that's important to bring up because it is such a big travel day. So if you're someone that's in the north and you're waking up and you're going to hit the road and travel down into South Dakota, say, for your Thanksgiving, it's not going to be the travel conditions that you're starting with for what you're going to see later. So people are out and about and moving, and you're going to run into some differing and varying conditions. Our road condition maps are posted on our Storm Tracker app, so that's just a really easy way to access those. Okay, today, maybe a flurry with a mostly cloudy sky, but no new snow. We're not adding on accumulation. We're not looking at any organized snow for today. Biggest problem this morning is actually the wind paired with those icy roads out of the northwest. Gusting still up to about 30 miles an hour. It'll slowly calm down from the west to the east today. Places out near Minot, Bismarck are already calm this morning, and that trend just marches in our direction. Staying breezy on the Minnesota side today, letting up from the west to the east. It just depends on where you are, but letting up around Fargo, Grand Forks, I-29, closer to about afternoon toward the evening commute. Crews are working on the roads. A peak of sun here or there would really help. I don't have a ton of that in the forecast today, so it's just going to take time. Temperatures are below freezing on the entire 10-day forecast, so I don't have any good melting weather anytime soon. Fog is the new concern for tonight into tomorrow. Well, watch out for visibility issues for your early Thanksgiving morning if you're looking to hit the road early. Because our temperature is below freezing, visibility is not the only concern with that. Freezing fog, too. That stuff is tricky. It's really sneaky. All of a sudden, your road is slippery, what could be on top of already icy roads. If you are driving through fog tomorrow morning, I would not turn on your cruise control. If you're noticing some ice accumulation on your car antenna or on your side rear view mirrors, that's also accumulating on the road. So let's watch out for that tomorrow. Not fully widespread, hopefully not super dense, but that is a possibility tonight into your Thursday. Thursday afternoon, you've got a full belly and you've got a partly cloudy sky. We'll see some sunshine, and that'll help to improve any of the slippery spots with temperatures in the low 20s. Yes, you can still melt ice with sun below the freezing point. That is still a possibility. Okay, then the next snow, because of course we're already watching out for the next one. Why not? Moves its way in throughout Friday. It starts kind of southwestern North Dakota and then moves mainly to the southeast into South Dakota, eventually southern Minnesota and Iowa, where it is forecast to be a bigger storm. We're going to get scraped on the very north end of that snow path. A lot less snow, if anything at all. Once again, Northern Valley, northern Minnesota. Right now, I have Fargo in a trace to 1 inch. I think we could get a little bit of snow later Friday night into the first part of your Saturdays, what the timing looks like now. And then more snow as you move down into South Dakota. 3+ inches is kind of my early estimation. I just posted a Facebook video if you want to kind of see what that looks like on Futurecast in my early snowfall forecast. It's going to shift and change, but that's an early look. I'm worried that a lot of people will work today and then kind of mentally check out and then go to do their Thanksgiving and then come back on Friday without really looking at the forecast. So I wanted to put some numbers on a map for you just to have an idea of what it's looking like, but you got to keep checking back at the forecast because obviously things shift and change this many days out. So new snow, new travel concerns Friday night into Saturday. Probably not nearly as big of a snow as what we just saw. Sunday, then that's all gone, partly cloudy. It's just, that's really when our cold settles in. Our high temperatures will be in the teens all of next week. That's a cold turn into December.
Winter is here.
Get a new coat on Black Friday.
Yeah, that's a fun way to look
deal.
at
There
it.
you go.
Get yourself a new coat. Highs in the teens all of next week. A couple of your overnights will be sub-zero. Oh, our first sub-zero temperatures of the season.
Oh boy.
I'm thinking Monday morning will probably be our first sub-zero. So you're coming back from your long holiday weekend and it's Monday morning and it's like a slap of reality.
Yeah, that Monday's going to hit hard.
We'll be here tracking it for you Monday morning on First News,
Yeah.
but it's going to be cold next week.
Okay.
I think that's all. Take it easy, take it safe, drive safe.
Yeah.
Have a happy Thanksgiving. Okay, that's all.
All right, let's go back to road conditions. It's a big story this morning. Like we mentioned, I-29 is now open in North Dakota. A lot of the interstates were closed. Roads were closed yesterday afternoon.
Yes.
So, it took a long time. Semis were, backed up. I know we were at a truck stop. Ryan Longnecker was this morning on our show. So, traffic is now moving. Of course, troopers are saying don't go to the speed limit because it's not good to go for 80 miles per hour
definitely
out
not.
there. Still a no travel advisory for most of the southeastern part of North Dakota, even though the interstate is now open from Fargo to the South Dakota state line. And if you look at the road maps, which are posted on our Storm Tracker weather app, most of the state is still purple, which means a travel alert. If you look at the colors, yellow means icy conditions. So
A lot of yellow.
A lot of yellow out there. We're hearing a lot of reports of cars in the ditch, even just here in Fargo, hearing about a couple of jackknife semi trucks east of Moorhead, not far from Barnesville on I-94. So if you're driving, be careful, slow down. The roads are still very slippery. A great bit of advice from State Patrol Sergeant Jesse Graybo. He said, you don't know if you're going to get stuck behind one of those semis or a blocked road. So even if you're driving slow, make sure you have your car, the tank full of gas and your phone charged up too, because you just don't know what you're going to run into out there.
Exactly. Bring that winter survival kit, as you will, with you, because like you said, you get behind another crash that you're not even involved in, but you're stuck. So
exactly.
Keep that all in mind. And last night, while this was kind of winding down, 3 drivers were injured in a crash between 2 semi-trucks and a box truck. This was on I-94 near Glendon. Happened around 9:30 last night. The box truck lost control, hit a semi. Another semi came up behind, hit the first semi that was involved in the initial crash. All 3 drivers were hurt pretty bad. They were taken to the hospital, but they are expected to survive.
Remember, you can always stay up to date on the latest weather conditions. Check out the road maps as well by downloading our Storm Tracker weather app. It is free as well, so make sure you have that on, and especially as we're tracking this new round of snow and you're traveling for the Thanksgiving holiday. So another good reason to have that Storm Tracker weather app on your phone.
All right, a couple news headlines for you this morning outside of the weather. The city of Harwood is rejecting a proposal that would keep Fargo from annexing land where an AI data center is being built. Harwood Mayor Blake Hankey says the city council rejected the proposal because the city would have to agree to not annex 250 acres of land east of the data center. The city of Fargo proposed that idea. The agreement would have lasted for 20 years. Fargo Mayor Tim Mahoney calls that proposal a starting point in some negotiations.
A baseline agreement is now in place to end the war between Russia and Ukraine, but there are still a few sticking points. Ukraine agreed to the plan originally drafted by the U.S. after recent talks in Switzerland. One of the major unresolved issues is how much land Ukraine will surrender to Russia. The original plan was criticized for actually favoring Russia, but there have been some changes favoring Ukraine, including removing a limit on the size of Ukraine's army. President Trump says there will likely be more talks in Moscow next week.
Today on Hot Mic with Dom Izzo, fresh off agreeing to a new contract, NDSU head coach for football, Tim Polasek, is in studio to lead today's show about why he is staying in Fargo. Plus, how the Vikings are now turning to a guy who played 1 year of major college football to start for them this weekend as J.J. McCarthy enters concussion protocol once again. That's from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra.
Remember, now's a great time to get that Inform.com subscription. It's your all-access pass to all these news, weather, sports headlines. Go to Inform.com/subscribe to check out the deals.
And join us for our next newscast today at 11 and throughout the afternoon, 4, 5, 6, and tonight at 10. We'll have all the latest on what's going on with the weather, travel conditions. Many people, of course, looking to travel for the holiday. If you missed our travel forecast and updates on the weather and the roads, you can scroll back to the beginning of this video once we post it. And you can also check out Lydia's Facebook page. She's been all over it this morning for us. So be careful out there. Have a happy Thanksgiving. If you're traveling, please be safe.
Take care, everyone.
This podcast is brought to you without paywalls, thanks to support from our digital subscribers. If you subscribe, thank you. If you don't, visit inforum.com/subscribe for our introductory offer, just $2 for 6 months.